I think we're going. I think we're going. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. This is Iron Bill. I'm back with another video. I'm testing some lighting here. I've got a overhead. It's not a ring light, but it's something to put a different angle of light down on me. We're going to see how that does on the glasses glare. I will be working on improving that. Tonight I am going to show you some more Iron Banner. And I played quite a few matches again today. Not as many as yesterday, but quite a few. And I will say I only had one or two blowouts really that went against us, but most of the matches were close. Now my team didn't win them all, and I'm solo queuing, so you never know what you're going to get into. But they were competitive matches. And you know, I want to kind of touch on something else here too. I gripe a lot, and I want to stop doing that. You know, because first of all, I mean, my opinion's out there, and I don't need to keep pounding on that point. And I have a tendency to do that, so I apologize. But I also want to be positive because the world is a dark enough place, and we have so much going on. This should be a relief, and you know, to come in and hear more negativity here, that's not what I want the channel to be about. So moving forward, I'm just going to try to keep it in the positive. Now, if I see something that's really messed up, I mean, I'll still say that's really messed up, but I'm not going to just go on and on and on about it, I hope. So call me out if I do. So here we are on Fragment, and we're getting ready to start this match, and you really never know what kind of a team you're going to be against until you go for the contested zone, and that's usually B. So once I have my take the zone bounties done, once that's complete, I don't feel the need to go for a base zone anymore. I will go straight to B just so I can get a measure of who we're up against. And I'm not shooting straight, but I didn't have to really. I got him anyway. We have 3 guys there, and we're of a like mind. We're just going to rush zone B, B-line it. Used to be a medal for that, a B-line. And yeah, we're kind of in control here. I noticed that the guys that pushed too far ahead got taken down, so I'm going to back up a step or two. I'm going to wait for this guy to come in. I avoided taking damage from that grenade as a result. Now, we already have a person on the zone, so, and there's the next person, so we're going to come put some heat on. I take some tick damage from the grenade, and my Titan really, as I mentioned before, doesn't heal that quickly. So I come into a fight that's pretty much engaged, take 2 down very quickly, but there are really just too many there, and I don't have any backup. So I'm going to let him have the zone, but I'm going to snipe the heavy. And look at this, one by one, they come right at it. And so there's a brick laying on the ground. I know they're not going to be able to resist it, and there he is. Boom. And then eventually I get taken down because I jumped. If I just stepped behind that pedestal there, I probably wouldn't have died. But I'm off to a decent start here. Things are going pretty well, and we've taken a little bit of a lead. Now, this is not a blowout type lead. We are not dominating them, but things are going pretty solidly here. Then I jumped too far in, and what I should have done is stay up on the ledge because I just jumped right into that lane. They were already sighting down it, and you see a sniper on it already too, so that's turning into bad news pretty quickly. Usually, if you can establish yourself in this window here and just stay here, this is where you want to be. Because of this, I'm pretty much protecting my flanks so long as they're coming out of A, and I kind of keep an eye on what's coming from my side and crouch. They're really not going to know I'm here. And let's just see how effective this is. And I'm controlling the zone is what I'm doing. He steps back here. He has nowhere to go. And I notice that we've got some trouble on C, so I'm going to have to watch it. And this is when I start figuring out, hey, wait a minute, they're catching up because they're holding 2 zones. And it's not going to do for me just to sit here and rack up kills if we can't control more than one zone at a time. And I can't stop that because there are more guys down there. Yep, they're going to get the zone. They triple cap us, and they've taken the lead. Now, I really felt like 1v1, we were better than them. The whole time. I never felt like we couldn't take them in straight up fights. We got one streamer on there, but I don't think he's anything in particular. At least it didn't feel like it, you know, like some of them do. And but what they've started doing, rather than fighting over B is they started playing smart and going around just grabbing zones. Kind of like I did last night whenever my team was trying to fight over B so much and the other team obliged. I thought, well, why not? You know, I'm going to just go ahead and slip around and take zones. And that is an effective strategy, because if you hold more zones, as long as your kill count is kind of close, there's no reason why you can't win. All right, now I'm in a bad place. I'm just going to let that flare do its job. And then I don't pay attention to the sword coming up behind me. Now that's kind of my bad. I really should have paid more attention to what was going on there. I got greedy. And that position had worked out for me pretty well. And you know, you can't keep doing the same stuff. Yeah, and but here I am again doing it. And got caught on the reload. He's back there. I'm not going to fight that gnawing hunger that way. That's a sure loser for me. They already have the zone. I'll go back to C because our guys are finally waking up to, we better start taking some zones. It's okay to split off like that and keep pressure on the zone, because that draws the enemies there. They already own it, so them fighting over something they already own. And if I, as one player, can hold that attention there, that's okay. We'll take other zones beyond it, and we're going to triple cap here. And I went ahead and committed to it knowing that super was coming, because I knew we could get the triple cap. And that's going to keep them from being able to advance the score on us very quickly. Again, although that super did do a pretty good job of smashing us down. But see, in a way, it's kind of a wasted super because you don't score as much with it. You want to have at least one zone before you pop a super. Better if you have two. All right, I'm going to come back and help us get C. Now, if I'd been selfish about this, I was getting a lot of kills just kind of hanging in there and not helping with the zones. And, I mean, that's one way I could have played it. Could put pressure on this guy. All right, help my teammate out. He died, but at least I got him. Now, I know this guy's over here, and he wants me pretty bad. But I think I kind of wind up entangled here in a few of them. I see that the ping on the left there. Oh, there he is. I know he's got something that, because he's so high up, he's going to toss something. So we're going to pinch this guy. We're not going to let him get away. I think they finally pulled him down as he ran. Yep, there he is. To our left is, or to our right, I'm sorry. And I was just a little bit more careful not to jump into the lane. That grenade's just far enough off that, and especially in that well, we can tank it. We can still get the zone. We got 2 of 3 zones. We now have a 12-point lead. Things are looking a lot better. And this has been a seesaw match. And, you know, what I like about this, and this is the way a lot of my matches went, you know, if we played stupid, we paid for it. If we played smart, we benefited from it. But I didn't feel like at any point, even though I felt like we were better, I didn't feel like we were dominant. And so we couldn't take it for granted that we were going to be okay. Okay, now this is where I think I got myself in a pinch situation. I am alone. I've got people in front and people in back. We just got locked out. I'm going to take this guy. I want to get out before I get pegged, because what I don't want to do is die under these circumstances. But I don't really have a lot of places to go. And I just waited so long to start firing on that guy. Fortunately, my teammate came up and took the attention off of me. And we made him pay for getting greedy. And then this guy. That gnawing hunger. There are some people with gnawing hungers. I mean, how long did I was full shield. And he took me in less than half a second, it felt like. He was just dead. Now, I probably should have let him run by because he didn't know I was there, but I got him. And we needed the point. Now, all I'm really trying to do with this super, because I know there's a sniper out there, is I'm just trying to keep them from trying to advance to A, because the score is so close, and I'm chasing them, and they're running, which is okay. We traded on that. Now, as long as we don't get real stupid here, we're going to win. We're 2 points away from the win, and there it is. But that was a close match. And you know what? It seesawed. I think if you look at the score here in a second, you're going to see that it was fairly evenly matched. So look at this. Yeah, our top three, but you know their next three were better than. I mean, like if you compare it like this, the 6 is better than our 6. Their 5 is better than our 5. Their 4 is better than our 4. Our 3 is is better than theirs. Our 2 is better than theirs. Our 1 is better than theirs. And it's not by much. KD wise, look at this. Okay, I don't know if you can see my mouse here. I'm in the lower right hand corner, and I'm mousing over their bottom 2 KDs and just working my way up. So it's 0.67, 0.92, 1.42. And ours was 4.356 and 1.15. It was right here on the third character, though, that things began to break down. 1.06 versus 1.33. Then it's 1.67 versus 3.43, and then 2.7 versus 2.9. I mean, that was just the edge. We just got more kills. When I get right down to it, we held the same number of zones, more or less. And if you look at the captures, they're not too far off. So to me, this is what a good match looks like. This is what good matchmaking looks like. I mean, was it high quality play? Nah. You know, I'm not a high quality player, but I think everyone in here could say they had a pretty decent time. You know, at least they were in a match where their team wasn't getting blown out. And so that is what Bungie should strive for right here. And I know people would look at that and say, well, that's just a sweaty match, whatever. Well, you know what? It's competition, and that's what we should do. So, my opinion, I love this. This is the way I like to play. I think I don't feel bad about winning, and oftentimes I do if it's a blowout. So, and I lost matches like this tonight too. I mean, same way. It went both ways. I mean, other than 1 or 2 matches, I don't think there was much more than 20, 30 points that separated any match that I did. So, you know, good job, Bungie, on that one. Or maybe it's just who's on tonight. I don't know. Anyway, good night. I don't have the final 2 bounties done. I don't think I'm going to, though. I think they're going too slow, and I want to get on my Warlock. And I've only got a day and a half, 2.5 days left on that. And, you know, work's coming up, and it's going to make it tough for me to do it. So I might do 4 control matches, though, because I get a pinnacle for that, at least a +1, and I need it. I need a couple more pinnacles, and this character could be max base light, so or base power. I'm at 1059 on 2 characters, and I will be 1059 on all 3 characters by tomorrow. So 1060 is coming soon. Anyway, good night of play. I'm going to cap it there. Thanks so much for watching. This is Iron Bill, and I'm signing off.